Wednesday, unusual opening stream here. We're going to be playing some different stuff, gambits, fun stuff. Not just my boring repertoire. No London system. I wouldn't play that anyway. I try to be original. We keep it original. What's up, guys? International Master, William Pascal. More than just good looks. I'm deeper than that. And I think some people are afraid of that. You know, they want to be shallow with no chess. We have good looks and chess. Not afraid to go deeper. But anyway, all seriousness aside, we're ready to get started. Mr. Coffee, good to see you. I hope you're okay. Acerbate, as always. Troll and a roll. Troll and a roll with the Chess 960. In the spirit of Weird Opening Wednesday, Troll and a roll challenging me to Chess 960. Alright, dude. I give up. I resign. We can't stop him with this Chess 960 stuff. It's horrible, man. I can barely play Chess 960. But I believe it can be instructive. It can be beneficial to your game. I'm willing to sacrifice myself. It's not a waste of time like bullet chess or horde or whatever these weird variants that people play. I mean, I think this can actually help your game, so I'm willing to do it. If you guys want to challenge me, weird openings I'm going to be trying to play today when it's not Chess 960. 5+3 through 7+3. Troll and a roll. Alright, I accept your challenge reluctantly. I don't know, my voice sounds kind of messed up today. What's up, DK guy? Good to see you. It was a fun tournament yesterday. I looked at my games. I couldn't sleep. Couldn't fall asleep last night, so I started to spend some time looking at some of those Blitz games from the tournament yesterday, and I thought, you know, all the games are interesting, which is not always the case, actually. This is almost a normal setup. My king is on f8 instead of e8. King and bishop reversed. And the bishop and knight reversed. That's a very minor change, really, to the starting position. We can almost play normal chess here. Not a lot of alteration to the original position. Raise your hand if you like Chess 960. Oh wait, democracy is dead. I forgot, sorry. Castle's the fastest King's Indian of all time. I can't really play the King's Indian here. What will work? Okay, c4 looks like a good move. He's increasing his control of the center with that bishop. Center. The center is important, right? Looks like I'm going to be playing the French defense. Could go Blobik style, like b6. I don't want my bishops to get buried. How do we avoid both bishops getting buried? Like, this one has to come out this way, and the other one over there. If I do something like a6, bishop a7, this better get out this way to a7. Now my knight is in trouble. This doesn't give me much central control, and I can't play e5 without dropping a pawn here. So, say your prayers. Troll with the center. I had a plan. I think I'm going to get rolled, though. This is a little disturbing. Okay, knight b6 attacks a pawn. I guess we'll go for it. Delayed Old Indian. Relieved to see that move. This bishop is like a Marazzi bishop. He's also allowing me to play e5 without those tactics. What we have here is a failure to calculate. I mean, he could take, right? Take, bishop e4 check. Thankfully, I have a square to put my king on. I would lose my right to castle. Troll just played that move almost instantaneously. Damn, dude. I mean, you can't make that move instantaneously. I don't know. That's not true. You shouldn't make it almost instantaneously. I'm trying to teach you guys how to think. I like the title of my stream. I'm not here for just my good looks. I like a lot of you think I'm just here for that reason. Sorry, pawn is blocked by the water bottle. Someone probably already mentioned it. I didn't notice. All right. I'm actually here to help you people get better at chess. And a lot of you are fighting it tooth and nail. That's what I concluded, that I'm just here for my good looks. Because you're not paying attention to my strategic insights. Just move. No think. I don't want my bishop to get completely killed. How about a5? It really seriously loses a pawn. Not super happy about that. Just gonna take it and keep it. If I play a5, I get a square with knight c5, but I don't think it's worth losing a pawn. I'm concerned about the long-range future of my bishop. That was my plan from the beginning, to play for bishop a7. You only heard don't think, just move. Willie Hendricks. No relation to Jimmy. No, I don't know. I'm not here to rack up big viewer numbers. I wouldn't be concentrating on playing good chess if I was doing that. I'm here, to actually help people get better at playing chess. And it's almost unheard of, I know. But I'm trying to do the impossible. We're a little congested. So I think I don't know, Astrobate, you gave me pause to believe that you have potential at some point. What am I doing with h6? Nice move, king h1. Long-term strategy. I mean, but he's going to need to do that inevitably. I'm not being sarcastic. A little bit of sarcasm today, as usual. No, I'm just... What was I thinking about? Oh, man. Somebody posted like an article from Forbes. Forbes again with the chess articles. Magnus Carlsen's media must be pumping out. Maurice Ashley organizing a tournament on through the St. Louis Chess Club. And then Forbes again, a big article about how online chess is picking up popularity. How it's good for chess. Yeah, right. We can't have any chess tournaments in the world. Real chess. We're just playing bullet online. That's good for chess. It's dumbing down. We're going to dumb down chess some more. So that let's just change the rules to make it simpler. Maybe like a 4x4 board would be easier. I think that's what Maurice should do. He should just create like a different version of chess. And then make it like 1.1. 1 minute each. We could just dumb down chess so everybody can play. And then it'll be an ESPN level sport. I'm not sure. The tic-tac-toe. That way we can make more money and everybody will be happy. I'll say it again, guys. If you want to make money, don't play chess. It's that simple. Like, Gadakamsky's going to be a chess streamer now. He says, I mean, this is my political commentary for the day. I'm a chess streamer because I'm not a world-class player, but I don't think I would be a chess streamer if I was a world-class player. You know, I mean, that's like unbelievable. I understand Hikaru's making a lot of money, but he probably could have made more money doing something else. You know, at least he gets to do what he likes. But now Kamsky is going to quit playing chess to be a chess streamer. I don't even know where to start, you know. But at least Gada would be thoughtful. But I mean, it's just mind-boggling. If I could play chess at that level, you know, I wouldn't give it up. It's like ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. Seriously, if you could be as good as Gada and Hikaru, I understand like temporarily you can't play tournaments, but I thought Hikaru for a long time, you know, had left chess. I'm just like I feel like they have this gift that they're not taking advantage of. I don't know. That's my chess political commentary for today. Not because I'm jealous. I don't want other people to become chess streamers. I'm not trying to get rich from being a chess streamer. But I can't believe that a player of that level, like Kamsky, would say he's going to quit playing chess to be a chess streamer. First, he said he was going to be a doctor, then a lawyer. Then neither of those. I mean, the guy was he was top 5 in the world, you know? It's insane. I like him, you know, I like him. He's okay. I like him. I think it's great, but I still can't even fathom saying you're going to quit chess to become a chess streamer when you've been like top 5 in the world. It's beyond me. I like most things about Kamsky. So do we have knight f2 check? Rook takes f2. It doesn't mean that I don't like him. I just don't understand what he's doing. It's not a drama, you know. It's just an opinion. He's wasting his gift. He's a tremendous, amazing chess player. I also didn't appreciate Kramnik quitting chess. Also very disappointing. Is it almost 2 years ago now? When did he quit? Like over a year ago? But I mean, the whole thing bothers me a lot. Articles by Forbes about how chess is going to be great now because of the coronavirus. It's like absurd. Oh, you're talking about Hikaru Magnus. Okay, that makes more sense. I didn't really understand. I didn't think it was a drama. Well, it's good for their. It's probably, honestly, no problem at all. It's probably all fake news. It's probably just to increase their ratings. That's what's gonna happen. They probably like collaborated. It'll be like a soap opera on TV. We've gotten to the point where we can't believe anything we see. Exactly. I mean, at this point, Hikaru's only motivation is a Switch stream, trying to make money and profit from chess, and Carlson also focusing on profit primarily. It seems like, you know, but that's for me that's sad. So we lose sight of what chess is really about, you know. When it becomes about making money, same thing with Maurice Ashley. He's always tried to make money from chess, but I think that's the wrong attitude, you know. You're like trying to force a square peg into the round hole. Better to just like, you know, quit chess and enter the day trading elite. All right, Ayesta, Bone Atrophy, DK Guy, Health Master, Imre. Welcome, guys. No, it's the articles on the internet that got me started that I read this morning. Chess is just going to be really popular because of the sad in a way because of the coronavirus and more people are playing online. What are they playing? Like bullet chess? Bishop f4, the London system. I'm supposed to play weird openings. Let's not forget. See, the chess 960 messes me up because my focus was to play weird openings, and then we're already forgetting on game one. All right, dude, this is not a weird opening. Ayesta just plays the London system every game. No problem at all. Not growing up on capitalism. Yeah, well, that's true and it gives you an interesting perspective. I know a lot of people like you, including some people very close to me, and it does give you a completely different perspective, which can be a very good thing. Yeah, well, I mean, these people that I'm naming are grown up on capitalism. But I think that we're forgetting chess. Like, I was always pissed with Maurice for trying to over promote chess and trying to change it, you know, trying to make the time controls faster. I mean, I'm not alone in this view, but I might be in the minority. Magnus probably wouldn't be world champion if we set the time controls back. I was thinking about this morning, you know. If we change chess back to like the 80s, I don't think Magnus would necessarily be world champion. I might be wrong, you know. But he's mastered the like fast pace of modern chess, but I'm not sure. The fact that he couldn't beat like Fabiano in the long games in their match, you know. I mean, do you think he's going to beat like Karpov and Kasparov? I don't know, you know. I don't think we're making chess better by making it faster and more media friendly. We're just cheapening it. But that's the editorial the editorial opinion page for the day for me. Okay, now knight f3. This is probably a really logical move. Why am I surprised by this move? All right, he's played knight c3. It's as if he played knight f3, then knight c3. I think we've had this before. I guess c5 is the best I can come up with here. Fast and cheap. And good looking. That's me. But yeah, seriously, just make the board like a 4x4 and we'll make it easier. We'll just play tic-tac-toe instead. No, I just said I don't know that Magnus would be world champion in the old world. b5, knight takes, queen a5, check, knight c3. And then I can do something fun like he's coming back with bishop d2. We had this once before. I think I just did like g6, but I felt somehow unconvinced by that. I'm gonna have to just look this up. And I didn't play a weird opening. After all that, I got distracted myself. Although, what can you do against the London system? I mean, how do I play a weird opening against this d4, knight f6? How do I play a weird opening? What am I supposed to do? Play rook g8 and g5? This is the antithesis of creative openings, what Ayesta is playing here. The most uncreative of openings. And it's very hard for me to come up with something, you know, against that. How about b5? I really want to play that move. I really want to make it work, but I just don't see it working. I mean, b5, queen a5 check, knight c3, maybe g6, bishop d2, I'm just down a pawn. I also looked at b5, knight takes b5, rook b8. Slowly I'll focus on chess. The knight, this is a bad place for a knight to be in a Benoni. Not maybe as bad in the Benko. Weird openings Wednesday is non-existent here. I can't deal with the London system. It's just too boring and routine. I mean, there's no way I can invent a new system for black here. Alright, we'll try to sacrifice a pawn. I should change the stream to just like creative openings or something. The aborted 48-game match between Karpov and Kasparov. You think that was boring? That's before I really got into chess. Right before. I didn't suffer through that. I mean, I'm not saying that there's no other side to the coin. But I'm just saying I don't want to cheapen chess till the World Championship is like 5-minute chess. Because that's the direction that Maurice wants to take us and Magnus and a lot of people. Because then we can rake in the big bucks from live streaming. I would just quit, man. It's like video games. Turning chess into video games is not cool. Because that's what's going to happen. It's already happening. As we speak. Chess is becoming a video game. Okay, now you have queen b5 check. Unsound Wednesday. Where is someone unsound? Man, he had bishop d2 there. He had 3 minutes to find it. Preserving the structure might be worth a little bit of thinking. If we look at the position in terms of structure, I think black's fully okay here. No, I like the old Atomic Chess has explosions. I like the old, does anybody remember Battle Chess? Like, I vote for Battle Chess. You failed to get the 1st to 5th graders from school chess to normal chess. Yeah, I mean, most people aren't going to do that. I understand that. That makes sense. Most people are never going to even play chess. That's fine. Play, play football, play baseball, do crochet. I mean, whatever. I don't care. But if we are going to play chess, let's not turn it into something stupid. Like, I don't want chess to become pop culture. Lady Gaga plays chess. Battle chess was awesome. Alright, what are we going to do? Give me that. You don't need that. Well, see, that's what's making you... You're an exception, DK guy. You're not just one of these bullet addicts. Like, you appreciate chess. Truly. I have a problem with the people who only play bullet chess. They can't appreciate normal chess. It's like Jim. One of our other regulars here. Uh-oh. Surprise. Man, that was good. Good idea by Ayesta to bring that bishop back to d3. Oh my god, my mouse just froze. I just played this because I was about to lose on time and I couldn't pick up my rook. Later on, man. Obviously, like, I would never play c4, but my mouse was completely frozen. If I need a new battery for it, I'm in a lot of trouble. I was literally frozen, about to lose on time, and the mouse wouldn't move. So, good game. Now you lost strong position. But I mean, that was messed up. I had played a pretty good game, but my rook I couldn't pick up my mouse. It's really weird. That might be the sign. Yeah, it's happened again. The problem is I have no other battery. Probably take it out of another mouse I can find. It looks like I should get a new mouse. C4. Good move. Tried to pick up my rook on h8 and it just wouldn't go. Like, I realized I couldn't make a move. Suddenly I was just frozen. World Championship decided by... See, that's the future we're headed for. World Championship decided by wireless mouse that was missing adequate battery power. FIDE Arbiter is looking into it. Oh, another great idea I thought of yesterday It's just like the most boring opening, and we play the same game every time. Um, the uh, the new idea for this DK guy will probably appreciate, but I think we should have FIDE should start. FIDE started to get their claws into like lichess. They started to set up shop. They have like a little team, and they're organizing Swiss tournaments and stuff. I don't like organizations like FIDE and the U.S. Chess Federation, and most organized, chess organizations are corrupt, of course. Um, I'm not being paranoid. I mean, it's true. But anyway, I'm waiting for them to create new titles. I think they should have FIDE Master Streamer, FIDE Master, International Master Streamer, and Grandmaster Streamer. That's what we're gonna see next, I think. And there's gonna be official FIDE streamer titles, so they can charge us $50. They can charge us $50 for being official FIDE streamers, the same as being like official FIDE trainers or whatever, which is just a load of crap. The FIDE training seminars are basically like a joke. They just hand out certificates to people, and I have no idea if they're qualified or not to be like professional chess teachers. You pay your fee or whatever and attend the classes. It's just it's a big scam. I mean, I'm sure some of it isn't completely scam, but I mean, for the most part, that's the fundamental purpose of it. So I was thinking chess streamer, official FIDE chess streamer. If you're not an official FIDE chess streamer, they're basically like a mafia. That's what it is, isn't it? They're just taking like, um, you know, they're just collecting. Yeah, 3 or 4 times a year they can collect $50 for being an official chess FIDE streamer. Gata would be a grandmaster streamer grandmaster. He's probably down with FIDE. But all these guys sign up for FIDE. They think that it's cool because it's the only game in town. There should be more opposition. The problem is, I yesterday that it's not like just you who plays the London system. It's everybody. So it ends up being like 1 in 5 games is a London system. It's just like really over popular and gets boring to play against. I mean, it's not like every one of my opponents plays the English. Gary Kasparov claimed FIDE didn't own the title. He was right. Oh no, I mean, I don't know. I'm playing the dragon. How did this happen? Oh my god. How am I playing the dragon? Alright, well that's not supposed to happen. How did I allow the dragon? What am I doing? You tricked me into playing the dragon with bishop c4. I just played d6 in this position. I'm too busy talking. The problem is this line. Let's see. I have queen b6 here, and on bishop b3, knight takes e4. No, that's known, right? Well, I have to play it. And I'm supposed to be playing unusual openings anyway. I gotta stop raving. Alright. I'm raving. Stop raving. I'm not supposed to play the dragon. Let's play the Chinese dragon. It is unusual for me because I don't play the dragon. Is like rook b8 the Chinese dragon? I know nothing about this. This was popular like 15 years ago. Maybe more now. Isn't it rook b8? I like how they call it the Chinese dragon. Like every dragon is Chinese. Dragons are Chinese mythology. Blavix, what's up? You missed all my raving. I didn't sleep well last night. I woke up early this morning, unrested, and I started raving. Did you hear about it? They're going to have FIDE streamer titles. FIDE Grand streamer. International streamer. But the most popular one is women's FIDE streamer. That's where you can rake in the big money. That's the most highly valued title. Can we just go b5? The best part is that you get to pay $50 a month to FIDE to be a FIDE official streamer for nothing. I'm so proud to be a member of the International Chess Federation. Certified, verified. I'm so glad that FIDE started to get involved with lichess. They're probably already thinking of ways they could like infiltrate and buy the site or something. Eventually, I think Thibault and the people from lichess will probably get tired of this and then cave in. Then we can all just leave and go home. Alright, I'm just kidding, guys. There's a little truth in every joke, though. Alright, knight takes b5. We're playing the Chinese dragon. And I don't know anything about this, but it looks like a scary pawn to take, I will say. So what do we do now? Knight e5. MTV unplugged. But at least we've distracted him from trying to checkmate me over here. The women FIDE streamer, exactly. It's going to be exactly like the arena titles, except better. Because they're actually going to generate some money from this. The FIDE arena was a big waste. Alright, now what do we do? Try to buy some time with h5. Can I sacrifice a piece? Is this even going to help me? Oh boy, I don't know, guys. I don't play the dragon. I just can't wait to get my official FIDE streamer title. Then they'll have official commentator titles too. Maurice will be like the first official commentator grandmaster. I might be able to get my FM title if I pay the $50. He is basically the Hall of Fame greatest commentator of all time. I don't mean, it's nothing personal. I like Maurice, but the whole commercializing of chess is going too far. If we can't make fun of people we like, who can we make fun of? Right? Like ourselves, for example. I must have at least one streamer, Norm. What is this? I'm not even taking that piece on principle. Isn't he just losing a piece here? Ambulance. He has one last chance now. I guess here I can take with a knight, but I don't know what's better. I mean, we have that covered. I like Maurice, but I don't like his vision of chess. This has been going on for a long time. Trying to turn it into a color commentary sport. Alright. Am I in serious trouble here? Maybe I am. At least on time. What am I doing? Thank heavens for that move. Alright, how's the Chinese dragon? Because I don't play the dragon. Maybe the Chinese dragon is the best dragon. H4. Check it out, I played the right move automatically, without even knowing the theory. Obviously, if you play rook b8, you're probably going to play b5. Now knight on c takes b5. So here I left book. But it's not clear that my move is bad. This is better. Okay, knight a5 is better. I don't know. Do I really want... What do I do with my knight on a5? I thought on e5 it's better. Why can't you just play here? Oh, this is the point. See, that's what happens when you learn a little bit of theory. It's dangerous to take the pawn, I guess. So he should just play bishop b3. Man, there's hardly any games. Chinese Dragon is back. Alright, guys. TK Guy, Imre, Fat President. Wow, that's a player I haven't seen in a long time. Sanku Das. We've got to play between 5+3 and 7+3 challenges. Casual. I've got it down on the bottom of the screen. 5+3 through 7+3 casual. That should be evident. Ding achieved his first streamer norm on Chess24. He did not say a single word. See, that's the point. That's you got. I've got. It's not enough to just look good. I mean, you got to stutter, like me. You got to say something meaningful. Just being pretty on the camera doesn't cut it. Was that an official FIDE sanctioned stream? You got to pay your $50 and give a cut to FIDE. I'm gonna remain an independent. I don't want a streamer title. DK guy. He's used to being forced to do things. I'm sure. Can't imagine why. DK guy, Imre, Fat President, and this guy challenged me to a longer time control. Great. So, democracy's dead anyway. We said that already. We don't want to see like a China situation with the NBA. We better not say anything about that stuff. We'll lose all Chinese support. D4, knight f6, h4. That's an unusual move. I'll give you that. That's not exactly what we're looking for. It's a little bit extreme. I'm just being paranoid. Everything's normal. Every day I like turn on the internet and democracy's dying everywhere. D4, knight f6, h4. Wow, I don't know what to do. Honestly, that's a pretty scary move, dude. Certainly an unusual opening. I never actually thought about what to do here. G4 I've faced before. My intuition says the Benoni just became better. Maybe I ought to play G6 though. I like G6. I don't think that you've got H5, exchange sacks. Preventing H5. You see how key this move is? But I'm basically, I wanted to play the Benoni, but I thought, well, if C5, what does he do, by the way? Like D5? Then I would probably play G6 anyway. We'll just transpose. I'm just going to transpose you to a Benoni. Maybe the Benko with H4. Oh man, I don't think FIDE is going to accept me after that rant I just went on. It would be the end of the world if they took my title away. I just hope they don't get too firmly entrenched in lichess. And we want to open the game against a move like H4. That's the point. The Benoni generally should become stronger. A Benko type of idea would have been good. Actually, I could have played that last move. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. I should have played B5. Now it's too late. Unbelievable. Possible this move's a mistake, though it was approved by Emery Tate. Contacted him in the afterlife. He says it's okay, as long as I follow up with knight A8 at some point in the middle game. It just seems thematic to me. I think a Dorian would approve of this move too. All right. Now you're pushing me. Pushing me. I haven't even castled. Can't believe your audacity. How dare you? How dare you play H5? Only title forks. It's a bad play on words. We did the play on words yesterday. That's That's the domain of Move 11. Larry Christensen had a thing for puns too. Every time he did a video, it has to be some pun. I was never very good at puns. Rapunzel. So what's up here? Serially? Maybe E5 is a real thing? Nah. Yeah, we have to play this a different way. Your first hero. Larry's a good guy. He's the one who got me drinking whiskey and beer at the same time. It's a damn good idea. Queen E7. Queen E2. Queen E7, Queen E2. Knight E4. Knight takes D5, Queen takes E5. And what is going on there? Bishop F4 resigns? Pretty close. So I feel like I screwed up already. I suppose I could sacrifice a piece, but that seems awfully desperate. So we'll try this. It's my backup plan. No, not at all. Well, special, like, nothing special. Good guy? No, I mean, I know him personally. I like him as a person, beyond chess, you know. I mean, a good guy as a person. He's a good player. He's a great player. What can I say? Very different from me stylistically. He's got a very commanding score against me in blitz. I mean, I have some scalps against him. I used to hold my own sometimes. But, wow. What's this? No clue what's happening here. I mean, I have to play Queen A5 check. And this is just really messy. Obviously. But TK Guy and I are having fun here. Oh, he played a very chill move there, Bishop D2. I was expecting B4. Not really happy about this. But we have to do what we have to do. His king is out in the center as well. I'm not really counting material. I'm up a pawn for whatever that's worth. I don't think that material should be as important as it seems to be in chess circles. But I don't think I played this as well as I could have played it. Very unusual stuff. H4. But I missed the bank. I missed the Benko, man. This is the move to take him out. It's much more direct than trying to turn it into a modern Benoni. I feel much better about b5 there. Regretfully, did not play that. Now I need to break the center. We have to watch out for knight g5. And then hit him with a d6. We want to destroy his central pawns. And then we're coming for his king. But I don't know if we're fast enough. d6 is next. My gut instinct is that I'm at least okay here. I shouldn't be worse. But that's not saying much against like 2 h4. An opening that should almost lose for white. At least even with a clear disadvantage. Slight disadvantage? How much disadvantage should he have for playing a blatantly bad move like h4? Slightly worse for white. Slightly worse for where? I feel like I'm playing Mirades. Mirades. Mira. G5 is an interesting move. Undermining the center. This was kind of an afterthought, but I mean, with bishop h3 blocking his stuff on the h file, this g5 that I think might not have been that good may become stronger than it was before. Maybe it's not that great. At the end of the day, I'm not sure. It might work out for him, actually. It's unfortunate that he has g5. He missed a really strong move there. He was nearly winning. Just played too fast. That seems to happen a lot. That happened in the tournament yesterday with move 11. They just keep giving me games in like better end games. Well, no, move 11 yesterday was worse, but it was a draw. Now DK guy was nearly winning here. He's just too much into blitz mode that he didn't slow down to really think in the critical moment. It's probably not a win anymore, but like here, first of all, I mean, I know it's just a blitz game, but Rook B1 was really hesitant. Like, you probably have a stronger move than that. How big is white's advantage here? Non-existent. Okay. Yeah, it's funny. I looked at b5, but I told myself it wasn't good enough after bishop g2. So surprisingly, b5 was my best move. Wow. See, now it's coming up with a big advantage. Rook a f1. g5 was too much. I went too far. I should have just played like d6. That was my original plan. But I didn't think of the computer's idea of rook b8. This is even more efficient than a4. Now I have an improved version of g5. It was a good game though. That was kind of fun. But I think I have b5 in the opening. Has anybody ever done this? Johnny Hector and Kadash, of course. Kadash versus Vadash Laszlo, 1997. That was the first year I played in Budapest. I played Vadash several times, but he was still strong enough in 97 to take this guy out. So, yeah, well, both players played d5 here, but I'm not sure that's necessarily black's best move. d5 is good. I'm the first one to play g6, justifying it. What about c5? c5 is also okay. They like the principled approach, though. d5. I mean, that's embarrassing, man. Check this guy out. The guy from Singapore? Are you serious? This guy, Daniel Fernandez from Singapore, seriously played h4 against Bacro? Yeah. I don't think I would even shake the guy's hand after that. That's just diss, you know? You get to play like a 2700 player and you play h4 against him? Deserve to lose. It's one thing in a blitz game, man, but that is seriously demented. Alright. Guys, we're taking game submissions for Thursday's subscriber stream. So please do support the stream by sending in your own submissions and tuning in on Thursday. It might be Blitz. Yeah, Blitz games don't generally get put in the database in the Opening Explorer. I mean, I'm sure that some slip in. Maybe Rapid, more likely. Still, dude, that's just stupid. Yeah, Blitz, I would forgive it, but even in Rapid, it's arrogant. I'm glad he lost. Bacro's a good player. I don't have too many submissions. We need some more, Jim. Alright, so who's a subscriber? I don't think Imre is a subscriber. Fat President, we don't have any subscriber submissions here for challenges, so. Alright, yeah, new badges. New badges. The Badger badge. I don't need no stinking badges. That was yesterday's theme. Alright, I'm supposed to play weird openings, but DK guy goes too far. I can't help it. Ayeste asked why I hate the London system so much. I mean, I know that it seems kind of irrational, my hatred for the London system, but it's grown on me over time. I didn't always hate it that much. In fact, I played 3 or 4 games of the London system myself with White, but it's such a fashion and so over popular. It's like hating pop music. Yeah, it's the Pandit. Let's play the Blackmore Deemer. Bad move order. Well, I like Bacro. I like his style. He's really, really correct. Okay, e4. This is actually, I think, an inaccuracy by black, and you shouldn't really play the Blackmore Deemer with this move order, because black can play knight takes e4. Knight takes e4 is probably even better than d takes e4. You basically trade a set of pieces. Not that there's anything wrong with the Blackmore Deemer accepted for black. It's probably even better than the Smith Mora. No, I don't know this too well. This is like the Sarawan approach or something. Like I've ever studied the Blackmore Deemer. I think I played it maybe once. I swear, I think I saw a Sarawan game where someone played the Blackmore Deemer against him. Maybe I'm getting confused. Maybe it was some kind of Caro Kann. G4, of course. What else would you play here? I don't understand. Isn't this like theory? You don't know this line? It's like mainline. Come on now. This is like mainline Blackmore Deemer. Are you serious? Blackmore Deemer. You didn't even know who like Lev Zilbermans is. Marshall Chess Club regular. There was this guy, he's still around in New Jersey or something, but he was obsessed with the Blackmore Deemer. Legendary Blackmore Deemer player. Alright. Oh, knight c6 is an interesting move, but I think maybe we can punish it by going for the jugular. Jugular Deemer. Demular. You gotta go for the gusto here. All out. All in. Actually. Tempting to refute black altogether. Pawns are the soul of chess. Do you have like your 2 routine of an old school Morphy style player? Probably don't. Shove your G pawn and push your D pawn up to D5. Modern chess combines the ideas of piece play with the use of pawns. Knight c6, that's the problem. Horde. I would be good at Horde chess, but I'm not sure. I think it would mess with me too much. That's why I don't play Crazy House. It might be fun, but it would mess up my normal chess. I used to teach chess to kids in high school. Like I was coach for a high school chess team back in the day. And they would force me to play Bug House with them. Speaking of Horde chess, this is funny. Nice position. This is awesome. Pawns are the soul of chess. Now, theoretically, we have 2 good moves here, at least, maybe more. I think that black, let's see. Black is threatening something. I could play A3. A3, Queen D4 may be a problem. Let's examine the possibilities of D5 first. D5, Knight D4. I know that from playing the Scandinavian. He's totally a little lost on the white squares. D5, Knight D4. So if knight f3, e5, d5, knight d4, we take him out. Bishop e3, not as good, really. If a3, the problem is a3, queen d4, threatening queen e4 check. I don't like a3, queen d4, ab, queen e4 check. And I don't like... And there may be some fancy way to play this, but... Wow. Some weird stuff going on around here. The sun is going to be a problem. That's why. That's my problem. Massive sunlight. Does anybody see the elephant in the room? Bobby, you call it gorillas? The team gorillas or team elephant? Which is it? Team elephant. I mean, seriously, what am I supposed to play here? What is, like, white worse in this position after knight b4? What is white? What do you suggest white play here? Does anyone have a suggestion for white in this position? If you don't like knight f3, what do you suggest? This is ridiculous. Of course he has queen takes d4. Captain Obvious. The silence of the stream for, like, as we sat there for 30 seconds waiting for him to make the move. And Blobix is like, doesn't he have knight takes d4? The sad part is that I thought I was actually defending against something by playing knight f3. And I play the Keel variation of the Scandinavian sometimes for fun. It's like you know the virus is there and you're still not socially distancing. I mean, I see there's this threat and I still didn't defend against it. Because that's only one defender. You know, this one doesn't count because of knight takes d4, queen d4, knight c2 check. So obviously after knight f3, he can play knight takes d4, knight takes d4, queen takes d4, queen takes d4, knight c2 check, and be better, probably, structurally. He's actually up a pawn. I gotta have more pawn moves. Now it's like ridiculously bad for black. Unless he has some weird threat of, like, queen e6. That shouldn't really be a big deal, it seems like. Now I have d5. Then he's going to castle. It doesn't matter anymore. I mean, clearly, like, black screwed up. He had the one golden opportunity and missed it. Now he has a bad position. Objectively, though, I'm not sure what my best move was. Maybe a3 is better than d5. I mean, it's very hard to say. I didn't make just pawn moves. That's not fair. It's not fair. I made a piece move at some point. I'm going to stop trying to even play the best move. Give up. I'm just going to play quickly. Black is in a world of hurt now. Unless he has some sort of weird computer-like tactic like that. I mean, this is really getting too strange now. Queen g4. The Shock Jock chess streamer. What made you say that? It would be very good. I don't think Kamsky's gonna get there. I like how Kamsky has, not to make fun of him, but he put like just a warning for mature audiences only. I can't imagine like Kamsky. Can you imagine Kamsky trying to be like Howard Stern or something? He just seems like too sort of proper in his own way. E6, okay. What's up with these knights? Why didn't you take on e4? a3, queen d4, a b4, and take the knight a1. Are you implying the knight would get trapped on a1? You know, that's beyond my tactical comprehension, Blobix. The master of Zwitch and Zugs. Our opponent has a thing for unexpected moves. But it's not fun if you just like say the F word every 5 seconds. And you're just, you know, you gotta be profane in a really creative way to be a successful chess shock jock. I mean, I think that's what makes Howard Stern successful. You know, he's not just like using bad language. I mean, he's intelligent and just sounding cool by using bad language. I don't think that's enough. But I never tried to make my stream like mature audiences or whatever. I'm not trying to appeal to any one group. I mean, I try to be not too offensive, but at the same time, you know, not too PC. Bishop takes b4. Well, all right. And this is a stupid move, huh? Stupidest move ever played. It's up there. And you played that? Why didn't you take the pawn on d5? Man, he just believed me. He just believed me. It's funny though, like, Imre, you played a really creative game, but you missed the key tactics. I mean, here, for example, after bishop d3, which is probably a mistake, black plays queen takes d5, and no, I'm starting to have doubts if I have enough. But the critical moment, of course, was earlier. Well, what a position here. If you go knight b4, you've got to play for this tactic. White is winning. No, see? Man, it's amazing how long it takes the engine to get a grasp of what's going on here. You'd think a computer would be able to calculate a little quicker. So Blobix is probably right. Man. A3, queen d4, and so his suggestion is to try to trap the knight on a1. Queen d4, knight d4. I was very unconvinced by this. Wait, is this right? Yeah, because I'm afraid rightfully of this. So computer found a move. Well, that's a weird idea. Borrow from the keel variation of the Scando. The Scando or Scandi? Scando. Queen e2. I didn't have the self. Then what a position. This is great. But where did we leave book? Okay, see? Shirazi, of course. You guys thought I was just making this up. I'm just following Kamran. Standard. A standard Shirazi game. Knight takes e4. Now, that's amazing. Check this out. The engine says knight c6 is his best move. I have to admit I never would have found knight c6. I'd be too afraid of the pawn ruler. Black found it. Played that move pretty quickly. I went for it, and he just, like, takes here. There's no reason to take this knight. I mean, it's a good piece, but so is your bishop. And you end up with a white square weakness after that. If you just done the same thing immediately, the problems still exist. The threat with c2, the threat with taking this, it seems to refute my move altogether. Wow. So c4 just doesn't cut it. I thought I was refuting it. Instead, I'm getting a bad position. But I think I already have a bad position. So much for the Blackmore Deemer. I guess it's just unsound. Who would have imagined? Unreal. He found knight c6. Nice move. I would have played something more passive like e6 probably. Just been content with that. No, I mean, if you look at the keel variation of the Scandinavian, d5 takes, knight f6, d4, knight takes, c4, knight b4. You're going to see a lot of the same themes here. But what he got is just like a better version. I mean, we're obviously threatening this. But in a3, there's no fork. There's no queen d4, queen e4 check. So he can just, he has to move back. This is just good for white. Man, I don't know. I'm going to stop playing the Blackmore Deemer. Health Master, Fat President Blobix. Blobix is a subscriber. Blobix is never right. We have that in common, at least. Well, I'm not saying like I like Agnes Karajuski. I'm not saying I like Howard Stern as a person. I'm saying I understand why he's successful in what he does. And I think there's more disgusting people than him. But I don't know. It has nothing to do with Kamsky. We're just talking about Kamsky streaming. Someone brought up shock jocks. Obviously, Kamsky and Gata and Howard Stern have nothing. It's like nothing to do with each other, except they both play chess. See, that's the thing about Howard Stern that ties us together. Howard Stern famously is a very avid chess player. So the Blobix. We need to play unusual openings. What do we do against the hyper-accelerated Queen's Indian? don't want to spend forever here, but I'm trying to come up with some new idea. The London system. Creative. F3. Let's just play F3 right away. You get bored studying and reading books. Welcome to majority of the world population. It's only a minority of us that actually enjoy studying chess books. Most of the people on my stream, more serious students of the game. Otherwise, I would have like 16,000 viewers if I wasn't so serious about chess. But I think people find that boring. As I suggested, I think like having a 4x4 board instead of 8x8 would be easier. But if short of doing that, no, you don't have to study books. I mean, there's a lot of hustlers in Washington Square Park, New York City, who probably never cracked a chess book, who are like master strength. You can become master strength by just by just playing, but I think you'd have to play a lot with strong players. If you're bored with studying and you want to become a good player, find a way to constantly play with strong players. That's the only suggestion I can come up with that makes any sense. They're probably not going to want to play with you if you're a beginner, but you can pay them to play with you, or force them at gunpoint, or something like that. But other than studying, I think that playing is the only other way that you can do it. And the only way you're going to get good by playing is by playing strong players. I guarantee you're not going to get better by playing weak players. So d5, interesting. b5 sacking a pawn, and then d5. We're definitely in the twilight zone. You can watch chess videos if you're bored with studying books. I mean, there's a lot of material out there, lots of people streaming like me, but none of them is thoughtful. A lot of them are not as thoughtful, and I think there's a lot of unqualified people passing themselves off as knowledgeable chess players. You just got to constantly strive to play the best players you can play, no matter if you just keep... Another thing, though, having said that, it depends on what kind of person you are. If you're sensitive or you can't handle losing, it's going to be hard. And the other thing is, like, even if you lose like 30 games in a row to a stronger player, you can't let that beat you down. I mean, it's really important that you don't get beaten down psychologically. That's why I basically quit playing computers. Because I realized it was beating me down, and I was actually like changing the way I was playing at some point. That's not good either. Probably ideally you don't want to play people who are like way, 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 way better than you. You want to play people who are 100, 200, 300 points higher than you in a range till you move up gradually. You don't want to play like the world champion a 50 game match right now. That probably would just like discourage you. I try to make 2 moves in a row sometimes. What are you doing, Blavix? Here we go again. I'm with the pawns today, right? I overextended last game. Nice. Imre. You got me to overextend myself. I disrespected knight c6. Here we go again. Apparently, hypermodernism works well against Sladgie. Blavik sacked a wing pawn with what is essentially... This looks a little like a Nimzo. Nimzo with like an f3 Nimzo. Could even be a transposition. I like the f3 Nimzo for black. But it is one of white's more dangerous systems. My f3 has no point now. Now I need to play f4. Thematic. It's no longer a Nimzo. Now it's a classical French. Have I played John Bartholomew? No. It's very possible. It's possible I played him in. My mouse is acting a little funny. The Blobix. Wing Gambit. The Wing Gambit in the French. Don't they normally play the Wing Gambit against the French? You're actually playing... You're playing it in the French. It's weird. I'm just going to play my intuition says here. Never had a threat in my life. I don't know, but in the old days, this is Jim. He had a significant progress by constantly playing a guy that is a candidate master, and even by getting crushed. I think as long as it doesn't break your spirit, you know, it's okay to take a beating. You know, that's the question though. Are you the kind of person that is going to break your spirit? Because if so, you know, you may quit playing altogether, or you just like get so passive stylistically that, you know, you can't play effectively. I think the character of a person, you know, kind of goes into that. A character, but whatever. Their personality traits, you know, are going to be relevant. If you play weak players constantly, you know, rabbit bashing, Astrobate is a specialist, you're going to play kind of for cheapos and relying on tricks, counting on those things working when they wouldn't work against stronger players. Blobix, do you play the French by any chance? Are you French? Oh, you live in Hungary. Are you Hungary? Blobix seems to take to this French defense very naturally. Do you go out in your yard and bash rabbits? Like a chess version of Whack-A-Mole. Kind of fun, but I don't like taking material and losing the initiative. At the same time, that pawn is gonna cause me some... It's gonna cause me some problems later. Blobix is always plotting about trapping queens. I'm already trapping knights in the corner. If I play for that, are you gonna get me? Some weird stuff going on here. Crazy tactics for the fun of it. My queen is gonna freaking get trapped. Knight d5, ed5, queen b3, queen e7, queen d5 check, king h8, queen takes a8, knight b6. That drops the piece on b8. Alright, we might as well try it. I'm sure this is gonna backfire. As I famously said on stream, 99% of tactics don't work. Don't try to be fancy. But I didn't see a clear answer. My queen will just experience some momentary discomfort. I got a letter from my dentist yesterday. They said they're opening the dentist office again. The rules were funny though. It's like you have to remain in your car until they call you. I just thought it was just kind of surreal. That's funny. Why even go to the office? Just call me when you're ready for me, you know? I'm serious, guys. I'm going to start stand-up comedy instead. instead of chess streaming. I probably have more viewers. Bug hunt. My two biggest alternatives to playing chess are probably becoming a video game streamer or stand-up comedian. Another possibility is postman and voice actor. And Blobix found a very practical answer. Equal material. Equal opportunity employer. Oh no. Baseball bat salesman. I already do that. I saw this thing about a grandmom who was like the oldest video game streamer. I appreciate Blobix trying to get creative. F3B5. I think it might be valid. I'm not a big fan of D5 though. I'm not too old, see? I knew it. I'm not that old, I just look old. That's the theme of my stream today. Title of the stream today, more than just good looks. And that's what we've got to have. My problem is that I only have good looks. I just feel hollow outside of the good looks. Is this a cheapo? Knight h4. Acerbate, you're all over it. But objectively, perhaps we should try for a different angle. Bishop g6 looks kind of cool. How are we going to get there? How do we get there from here? I mean, knight h4, let's just say pawn takes e5, knight g6 check. King takes h7, knight takes f8 check, king g8. There's no mate. Maybe there is a mate. Please let there be a mate. I can't calculate this. Wow, he just went for that. Nice. So it was all a lie anyway. I just walked right into it. Oh my gosh. You like an idea here, but no spoilers. That was it. Let me guess. I found it. Maybe there's others. I should have just played bishop g6 in the first place. Would have been much safer. We need an ambulance. We have an ambulance sub badge, but no ambulance emote. Toast with the mostest. Oh man. He's almost surviving here. Still kind of promising for white. I mean, obviously he's got to try g5 at some point. I would have whipped out bishop d2. This does look kind of dangerous for black, admittedly. But it was fun. I'm just curious here. Wow, this is the best defense, according to the computer. I thought Blavix was going to give me the d5 with something like this, this, and then try to do something with that queen trapped in the corner. Apparently there's nothing for black here whatsoever. I totally forgot I have queen e4. I wouldn't have missed that, though, for the world. That's a slightly important central square for my queen to bounce back to. Anyway, that was fun. I don't play 3-0. That's fine for, you know, private moments. If you'd like to challenge me sometime when I'm not streaming, like, feel free. I mean, but I don't do the 3-0 on the stream. It's just no time to talk about the game or even, you know, teach anything. So please re-challenge me to 5+3. Like, this is 5-3 through 7+3. For the purpose of the stream, that's the time control I use. I really don't mind if people challenge me off stream, though I don't get on that often to play because I'm busy. Alright, we're trying to play unusual openings here. I like 3.0, it's okay. I prefer 5. But again, like, if you think that, like, people like Hikaru and stuff are really helping people learn by playing bullet chess, and I mean, I don't think like annotating like 1 through 3 minute games. I think I saw, speaking of John Bartholomew, for example, John Bartholomew like had old YouTube videos where he was like going over his bullet games. I mean, seriously, that's just a waste of time. Here, my opponent hung a piece. You know? I like 3.0 if it's okay, if I'm just playing for fun. Sometimes I play in the hourly blitz arenas, but I would never want to like use that time control to play like instructive games or something. That's the fastest I'll play. But like creating YouTube videos of my bullet games, no. I don't think so. It's popular with the teenagers. Usefulness, not a lot. Globix, that was fun. But I think if you're going to play a wing gambit type thing, I mean, shouldn't you try to play something more fluid? Like not d5, maybe. You know, it's a funny idea in the Nimzo. I don't think you really play the Nimzo, but Vita Lynch used to play like b5 for black against the classical Nimzo. Now Tarash, what am I doing? Health Master. Maybe you tricked me. I played a normal opening again. Jeez. I got distracted. Well, nothing to do now. I'm just gonna play a normal game. Or I can abort the game and start over. But I'm supposed to be playing unusual openings. Didn't like sleep too well last night. It's early. I'm in Budapest. It's morning. Early afternoon, I should say. And still morning for me. When I don't sleep well, my thinking isn't real clear. And I feel kind of foggy-headed. I keep forgetting that we're supposed to play unusual openings. That's the theme. Abort and rematch. All right, let's abort and rematch. There's no abort option. I think you don't have abort. Because I think I do. Oh, well, that's one way. just resigning. It's an unrated game anyway. I don't care. I would resign. All right, new game. Unfortunately, you got white. I hope you don't mind. Um, no, I think that the official. I don't know about the official FIDE definition of bullet chess. We'll wait for that. Maybe they'll send me my instructions with my FIDE streamer title. A guide to FIDE's view on official blitz and bullets time controls. All right. I thought that bullet, like when they created Ultra Bullet on lichess, it was a joke. You know, I thought it was like didn't they introduce it on like April Fool's Day or something? I think it was intended as a joke. You know, I mean, I think it's a joke already, but I think it was like seriously intended to be a joke. The hyper bullet. But I'm like fully, I fully protest against anything faster than 3-0 is not chess, in my opinion. Just garbage, mouse clicking, waste of time. My mouse needs a new battery anyway. It's ridiculous. It's not a real thing, you know, Ultra Bullet. There are people that think it's real. Probably Magnus Carlsen will create a tournament series. Similar game the other day. This move order, though, seems very accurate. Yeah, Jim, we talked about this with DK Guy earlier. I appreciate people like you that play chess across the different time controls. You know, you can play bullet, but you appreciate like long chess too. I mean, I think that's the way the Magnus is. Some people can't appreciate, you know, longer games. I don't have a problem with super fast chess if we continue to understand that chess wasn't really, you know, designed for that. I mean, chess is supposed to be a thinking game. We think and we play as fast as we can under the condition that we actually try to think at least. If it degenerates to the point where we're not thinking and we're just clicking the mouse as fast as we can, then I think it's degenerated into something that's basically a waste of time. If you can't play 5+3 chess, I think you're not long for the game. But if you just want to play online and you never want to become like a serious player, that's a different story. Mostly, I'm trying to appeal to people who want to try to improve their games and become seriously strong players. I'm not here to just shuffle the pieces around randomly. Anybody can do that. I think that's part of the appeal with, you know, weaker players streaming and playing bullet, especially if they're good looking. It's chess-entertainment. Chess-entertainment. That should be my new lichess account. So it's basically a sort of 150 attack against the Mykonos defense. That's chestertainment. The theme of puns. All right, man, we're going for it. We're going for it. There goes the center. My rate, we don't discuss that. My rates are posted here on lichess if you go to the coaches page or whatever. No secrets. I don't do price fixing. No sliding scale. Just one rate. I had a dentist once who did sliding scale fee. But he was also like into homeopathy, which is kind of unusual for a dentist. The desert turtle. You have a turtle? You seriously have a turtle? That's awesome. I had a turtle. Well, it was actually kind of my mom's turtle. It was sort of the family turtle. But he died like right before I started streaming. I don't remember if it was 2016, 2015 maybe. 2016, maybe right around the time when I started streaming, I think he died. Okay, you have bishop e5 here. Maybe I just castle. Get the heck out. There's also other good moves, like pawn takes pawn. The problem is bishop takes e4. Even that looks good, honestly. We had a snapping turtle. I had to pick him up with oven mitts. That was crazy. He was huge. I had to like pick him up out of the tank with oven mitts and take him for a walk in the yard. But it was a weird circumstance. Like we didn't like try to catch him or something. He ended up just falling in our yard. I think like it was a bird, like a hawk or something, took him from the nest when he was a baby, and just like dropped him in our yard. So we just kept him. Queen h4. Health Master is another player who probably would benefit by using more time. I think he has a lot of talent, playing too quick. I think people are impatient. They want to improve faster than is even like conceivable too. I would recommend like lots of long games for you to only like play longer than 15 minutes per side. Seem incredibly strong. Talent-wise. But it takes time. People are just pushing too hard to play fast. I don't think that's necessary. You know, unless you're like in time pressure in a tournament game. Develop your ability to see deeply. You know, develop that, not the ability to play fast. And then you can work on being faster. I think that's the priority that people don't understand. First, get really good. Then you can progressively get faster and faster. Perfect your speed. I mean, later. But the priority should be put on just playing well, period. You know, that's the harder part. It's part of our society. Everybody wants to do everything like now, you know, disposable stuff. I want it now. So Nevada doesn't want people to own desert turtles, but if you have one, you must keep it. Never let it in the wild. Well, that was the problem with our turtle. We couldn't really let it back after a while. It wouldn't have known how to adjust. But we didn't go down to the pond and like capture it and bring it home, you know. Probably we should have released it right away. But you worry if it will like live, you know, without a mother. If you just like go down to the random environment and release a little turtle there. But anyway, that was my turtle story. Isaac the turtle. He had 2 names. My mom gave him one name and then my kids gave him another name. So I'm trying to castle illegally. Always castle illegally. Problem with having 2 names. Now Healthmaster's starting to fall apart here. But I think his position is wildly dangerous. A little too aggressive in the opening stage. I would like to get out of here though. I'm not happy that I can't castle. Guess we can do it. We can force it. Bishop wasn't doing much in this diagonal anyway. It is kind of protecting my center, but this is going to get me access to his king as well. So it's probably good. F4, strong undermining move. Something about Healthmaster though. Seems like he could be like a 1900 very quickly. In long games, I lose pieces more. You're obviously not using your time. If the extra time isn't benefiting you, I would think. I mean, some people just have attention deficit. That's a struggle. But still, they can be good chess players. Lots of people with ADD can still be quite strong. Though I think that is overdiagnosed. All right. Good move, I guess. But he's lost now. Difficult to suggest a move here for white. That's a great save. I wouldn't even think of that move. Great save. Reflexive defense. I thought it was hopeless. He finds a move to continue the game. Nice job. Now I guess e4. There's still some tricks here. Queen f4, f5. My king's a little bit open. I mean, objectively, I should be winning. Just couldn't quite get it to a safety. I can get it there now. Queen f4, king g7. The white king is done. My rooks will appear on the D and the C files. But it's the pawns in the center that win the game. And the uncastled. Decastled. He was decastled. Decastellated. Seriously, what other move does he have here? Otherwise, you're just losing a piece, so... Alright, green pickle, El Rosador, back off. So we have time for at least 2 more games. I just take my challenges as I get them. Salva. I don't rematch. If someone's a subscriber to my stream, guys, I will take them first. It's up to you, Green Pickle. Everybody, though, please support the stream by subscribing. If you learn something from my stream, please give back if you can by subscribing. If you can afford it, I appreciate it. If you can't, no problem. But I can appreciate any kind of support. We had this already. I don't like the London system. It's over popular. But whatever. I was trying to play unusual openings. I was joking about rook g8. I'm fresh out of ideas against the London system. Just the fact that you can't even think of a creative move against it on move 2 makes it boring. Rook g8. I mean, I've tried basically everything. I like to play this, but this isn't really an unusual opening for me because b6 is pretty standard, El Rosador. I would play that fairly regular. More standard than this move. But I can't really come up with it. Maybe b5 if you're going to play something weird. Though I think it's not the greatest Polish defense. Most likely. It's a good move, Rosador, but not an unusual opening. This is what I call the Mexican variation. We had the same game yesterday. That must be what's recommended. By the London system gurus. I'm not gonna rave about the boring nature of the London system anymore. But I would say it's probably like one of the worst openings to play because of its general trendiness. Everybody knows how to play against it now. It's been going on for like 5 years that this opening has been trendy, and I think surprise value has a lot of meaning. So I tend to aim towards stuff that has more surprise value. My focus. This is reasonable. I mean, a lot of people are terrified to do that, to give up their bishop on f4. But I think strategically it's over. The danger of allowing that is overrated, you know. Kind of normal scheme in a lot of Slav positions. Maybe it's not optimal to give me the bishop on f4, but I think way too many people are just too dogmatic about, oh, this is bad. You know, this isn't always bad. This can be a good structure for white. He's controlling the center. The pawn can be protected by g3. It's his bad bishop. Way too many people just extremely dogmatic about allowing that kind of capture. Yeah, that guy seems to like the London pandemic. But I think at this point, you know, it was okay in the beginning. But at the point when it becomes so popular that everybody literally knows exactly how to play against it, you know, that's no thank you. I'm not going to play something everybody else plays. And it's a good opening for beginners who don't have a repertoire of their own. Other than that, I can't see much draw. White's position here is very solid, pretty standard. See, like, if I ever want to free my position, I undouble his pawns automatically. Controversial decision to play e6. I mean, obviously blocking my bishop. I wouldn't play that move if I was playing for a draw, against a strong player. Maybe my rating are higher. I would accept a draw in this position as black, I would say. But since I'm obligated to play for a win against lower rated players, I'm going to take some risks with more dubious type of play. Yeah, it's a hedgehog type of thing. I mean, the knight on c6 is pretty badly placed at this point. If I'm not going to break with c5, then what am I doing with my knight on with e5? What am I doing with my knight on c6? I'm going to have to pull it back and then play, like b5 or b6. Maybe play for c5. I think that's a better idea. The other thing that you can think about in this type of position for black is that I do have the bishop pair. It's going to be difficult to open the position. If it was open, theoretically, I know this from losing a lot of games against the bishop pair in the Cambridge Springs, semi-Slav. Bishops like this can become very strong later on. Keep those bishops on the board long term for black, and I might have a chance in the endgame to put some use. What I really don't want to do is like an exchange of bishops, like allow him to trade the white square bishops off. I would still be solid, but my only real compensation for the fact that he has a space advantage is the fact that I have the bishop pair here long term. The dark square bishop in particular, if I could play maybe c5 now, we'll put some pressure on the dark squares and try to get him to give up his center maybe, or let me isolate a pawn on d4. Something on... I missed bishop f5 winning on the spot. What? You're not talking about this game, obviously. What are you talking about? Jim. I didn't catch what you're talking about. What bishop f5 was winning on the spot? This is hedgehog. Ask Pastor. Oh. I had a winning position against Pastor Herrickson. I had a really good opening, but I was right about bishop h7. He was winning when he had bishop h7 yesterday's tournament. But the opening went to my favor. The English, I don't play the Najdorf, really. But I had to, at one time, play certain lines of the Najdorf out of the Scheveningen. So I kind of have a skill in knowing how to play the black side of the English attack to some degree. Pastor Herrickson yesterday was an interesting battle. All the games are good, though. I like that about the tournament yesterday. Like, all interesting battles. Battle bots. Can I just win like 2 pieces for a rook? Almost get my queen trapped in some line. Bishop e4, queen h5. I couldn't really get to sleep last night, so I was looking at some of those games, Mr. Jim. And some good games. It was enjoyable. Probably I shouldn't let him take this pawn. These bishops, see, that's what can happen. I got time for at least one more game. Yeah, Street was 10th. Yesterday's tournament. I'm trying to play unusual openings. At least he has 100 games. Let's play... No, the English is not an unusual opening. That's like one of my go-to openings. Actually, that's probably the best move now as well. I try to do something unusual on Wednesdays, playing weird openings and stuff to mix it up. A3 is not a great move. It's not that bad, but it's not great. Probably some setup with like C4, B4 would be optimal here. A3 just isn't really necessary. It might end up being a tempo loss. I was being a bit of a strong arm and people paused because they didn't want to be outed. Well, I just suspected someone of computer assistance. I just can't stand by and not view my suspicions. I'm not generally a strong arm acerbate, but on occasion there's some individuals who I strongly suspect. The trick is that this particular individual doesn't seem to be cheating all the time, just select games against me. And even in those games, like yesterday, it almost seems like he's trolling me. You know, he's basically playing all his own stupid moves and then turning on the computer and using it to save like a nearly lost position with perfect play. I mean, it's all fun and good, but if I feel like I'm playing a computer, I can't play normally against them. That move, I mean, I called it, you know, right after the move. I said I think this is the #1 move by the engine, and it was. He just played it too instantly. It was a mistake on his part. It could have been a coincidence, you know, there's a small chance it was really a move he thought of, but I believe I'm right. Well, whatever, you know, he's not such a bad troll. I don't care. There are far worse trolls. I wonder if I made a mistake here. You know, should I exchange on d5 first and then play like knight d4 with the double threat of gaining the bishop pair there? Very possible. I handle this too routinely. Now it's too late. I can't double threaten knight c6 and knight f5. Seems like black's position's fine now. It was a very, very narrow window of opportunity. Knight d7. He played the move instantly, and I would have never conceded that move unless I had a computer sitting in front of me. It's an extremely deep sort of defensive idea, whereby you like sacrifice a pawn long term. A protected pass pawn sacrificed long term to create a sort of fortress-like position in the long run. I mean, that's not something most people would come up with in 3 seconds. Maybe he just got lucky. Okay, I don't have much here. Can't believe you said I strong-arm people. I didn't even do that. I played him, immediately I suspect something, and then, I didn't kick him out of the team even. I don't know why. B5. So, interesting game. White might have a very small advantage here. I had a similar game in a structure yesterday with black. I don't really know. Black seems like he might be slightly worse. We have the central pawn on d4, which is difficult for him to undermine. That pawn's very influential. He was being facetious. See, that's the problem with the internet. I can never tell. That's fine. Even if you weren't being facetious, your input is always appreciated. Masturbate. I think you're a very fair person. Not impulsive, except with the chess moves. Great play by black, though. Freeing himself with c5, tremendous move. Yet another ambulance. Okay, we have this. Not sure about knight f6. Maybe he could have played b5. That move concerned me a little bit. If he can't play b5, I feel much better about my game. It's still white's advantage. If white has an advantage, it's rather small. I wonder about bishop e5. Let's be a little more direct. Almost crazy tactics here. Oh yeah, that's cool. Wonder what a computer would play here for black. He almost has knight e3. This is an insane variation. Knight e3, f e3, queen d5. If queen f3, queen b5, queen b7, queen b2, queen e7, queen d2, with a winning position for black. But on knight e3, f e3, queen d5, I can play, fortunately, queen e2, which seems to hold. You don't expect that kind of tactics in this sort of position, but I mean, that's why I'm normally reticent to play a move like bishop b5. My instinct was not to play that move. It leaves a piece unprotected. There's obviously tactics on the long diagonal. You're asking for trouble when you put pieces on unprotected squares, but if I don't play this move, I was honestly concerned, like, for example, Queen b3, a4 for black, and I'm getting pushed out, spatially. He might even be doing fine or even better if I let him push me. So that's why bishop b5. Okay, rooks are almost never well placed on a6, but his move is positionally motivated. It's obviously trying to trade maybe what he thought was a bad bishop for a good bishop, but in this case, I'm not sure. His bishop was actually pretty good. He's also fighting for b5, but not getting it. I don't know. The decision to play bishop a6 kind of controversial. It would be a great move if black had a pawn on d5. As it stands now, I think white still has a sort of tiny advantage here. Small advantage. Very, very technical kind of position. And reminiscent of the game I played yesterday with black against Escort Right in our Tuesday night tournament. I don't like the structure. If black hasn't played a5, I would prefer it. But still a very, very solid game. Even though he's slightly worse. Now this is the player who wanted to play me in 3-0, interestingly. And he's not playing too fast, which is a good sign as a player. He's actually using his time. That's what I try to get people to do. Now knight d7 is going to get me trapped. So, much as I would like to win the exchange, I can't. We win control of the c file. Knight d7 is still an idea, but these knight moves are problematic. See, rook c8, knight b5, rook f8 check. Still nothing clear. His knight on d5 is saving his pawn. This is brilliant. Nothing short of brilliant. Pretty strong for 1700. Might be able to win a pawn. Long endgame. This is a much better version. I mean, here I have a clear winning position. The other structure where his pawn comes to d5 would have been very hard for me to win, maybe. So if I can force the king and pawn game, I'm winning in most cases. He should run out of moves here. has to be Zugzwang. I could just push my pawn. D5 should be enough, of course. All right, guys, I gotta go. It's 1:30. I will see you back tomorrow. Thursday night. It's already Thursday. I can't believe it. Thursday night with subscriber stream. Please subscribe, guys. Support the stream. Jim, Masturbate, everybody, thanks for watching and tuning in. Much appreciated any support you can give, a gift, sub, perhaps for someone. And I want to thank you guys for the donations. Mr. Slowhand, Ludmilla, Asturbate, Arms on Twitch, Bill2WK, WJ Leaf, Berenson with support this week. Berenson also helping me with the sub badges, which we got implemented. So that looks cool. Much appreciated, guys. I will see you tomorrow at, again, 6:30 p.m. CEST. We've got subscriber stream. I sent out a message, so you guys please submit games for analysis for tomorrow night's stream. Thanks, everybody, for playing. I got to run, and I will see you tomorrow night. Bye-bye. Stay safe. Be good. Or bad. Whatever. Bye-bye.